Hello YouTube, it's Spike Vampire again, and I'm making the video on water to continue in my elemental series. Now we've turned to the west, to the Vale. Here we are, at water. Water is a romantic energy. It's feminine. It is symbolized by the downward pointing triangle. And it is receptive then, feminine, like I said. And symbolized by the color blue, aqua tones, things like that. Even some greeny colors. I like to pair it with silver because the moon, which is also feminine, representative of the goddess, it pulls, the tides, so it has a lot of tie-in. So blue and silver is always a good color palette. So think about that while you're trying to contact your watery energies. Okay, so like I was saying, in all my videos now, I've talked about the applications of elements. So water. Cool thing about water to me is that it does have a very deep, no pun intended, correspondences. It has very deep correspondences. Think about it, okay? Water is all about introspection, interchange, transformation, movement, flow. Poetic people are generally drawn to water. Artistic people are drawn to water. Things that come from within to without. Romance, like I said, is water. So when you're in the time of your life when you need some creative boost, water would be a really good muse. You can see the influences of water on a lot of people's paintings. Water, we also think about tears, sadness, and that's a lot of times where the true art comes from, is from sorrow. So, tap into your water energies when you're doing things like that. You can charge the symbol, like with everything, and carry it with you when you're trying to be a little bit more creative, a little bit more deep, introspective, even sometimes a little bit cut off, and, all inside of yourself, trying to figure yourself out. It's a good element to work with when you're trying to go deep, figure yourself out, and be a little bit introspective. So, water is fall. And, a lot of times it's hard for me to figure out why they associated certain elements with certain, with certain seasons. I kind of just think fall was the odd one out. And to me, fall does have some earthy, water energies, because I like the falling of the leaves is kind of like rain, but it's like an earthy rain. Things like that, and I'm sure somebody else can answer that. So yeah, leave a text comment if you know why fall and water go together, because I don't. I've probably come across it, just can't remember. But so meditate during fall for water. A lot of times it does have kind of an artistic feel, so I kind of think that that's my reason that it's associated that way. So there's an artistic feel to it. Inside of the water, you can do a lot of things to bond with this energy because it is passive. It still can be dangerous because, think about raging waters, the rip currents, floods, storms, things like that, water. But it's somewhat more mutable to me. And that is because it is a feminine energy. So, go to the ocean, be in the water, swim in a pool, relax, just chill in the water. Things like that just get you used to the idea. Obviously, the more natural, the better, so think about your natural streams, lakes, ocean, things like that. Get used to those energies, the way they swirl about your body and how they make you feel, what they make you think about. Notice thoughts that come from the elements. If you're out meditating and a thought pops in your head, entertain it for a little while. Figure out why you thought about what you did, even if it seems utterly ridiculous. Think about it. And that's what water really tells you, is to think, to consider, to ponder, to go deeper, to delve deeper, find the connections. So if you're looking to promote peace, harmony, things like that, you should use water energies. You can carry it around with you in a symbol. You can carry water with you. Seashells, things like that can all be indicative of water. So another way to bond with this is, again, through visualization. You can use it for any elemental energy. And what I like to do to visualize this is, because water is a calming thing, imagine that you're lying on the edge of a beach and that you are getting slowly carried out into the water until you're out into the ocean, in the middle of the ocean. and then imagine yourself sinking, going under. But yet, it's not a panicky kind of under. You can still breathe, but you're just there, inside of the deep womb of the water, down. And think about as you're going down, going inside of yourself, not just going deeper in the earth, but going deeper inside. Things like that, those are ways to bond with water. Also, using the moon's energy, because that is water energy, because it does pull on the water, things like that can help you do it. So meditating on different moon phases gets used to the flowing and the ebbing of the currents. So things like that. Water's a really interesting element. It's not my favorite. I'm not quite partial to it. I do show some water qualities, but, I'm not so into the water stuff. So, I think that's the end of the water video. So peace out, YouTube, and wait until the Earth one.